Good afternoon, folks. Happy Monday. Today is Monday the 12th. I've had an interesting time since the last time I posted a video. Um, New and exciting, as I tell my kids. New and exciting doesn't mean good. It just means new and exciting. So, as you may have known, I'm quitting smoking. After 31 years of smoking, new challenges have arisen. I quit one time back in the 1900s, back when I was in boot camp, but that was more forced, and that was 3 months, and I went right back to it. Now I'm doing it because I want the so-called perks of not being a smoker. 1, the money. 2, the health. 3, all the other health conscious habits that come with it. Being able to breathe without having to clear my throat. Having better smelling breath. Not smelling like smoke. Not having to go outside, once every couple hours or more. Anyway, so yeah. Apparently, when you quit smoking like cold turkey, it goes from 0 to oh shit. And I've had night sweats. That's unique, crazy, gross. What else? Oh yeah, the cravings. They're getting less, and the cravings are less and less in between, but they're still very intense. Make me feel like I'm going crazy from time to time. A lot of anger. It's kind of like starving, being hungry and not being able to eat. And that's probably the best way I can describe it. But yeah, so that's unique to me. Figuring it out. I'm trying to stay positive. I know I can beat it. I know I can. I mean, I've already been like 10 or 12 days. So yeah, I know I can get through, but that's not to say it's not a challenge. I also wanted to share a couple other quotes because my intention was to start this and motivate other people. Again, to be like a cheerleader, So one of the famous quotes from Henry Ford is, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so what does Henry Ford mean by that? Whatever you believe in yourself, your mind's going to find proof. So if you think you can, you're going to find solutions. You're going to find ways around it. If you think you can't, you're right. You're going to be like, oh, it's too overwhelming. I'm not big enough, strong enough, prepared enough, however. So your mind's going to find stuff that proves you right. I just heard a quote from Daryl Black, which really got me in my feels. He said, don't pray for a life that you're not willing to build. And that hit me harder than some of these other quotes that I've heard. We'll sit here and pray for peace, pray for blessings and all this, but then not go through the process of doing the work. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that for a lot of years, actually. So one thing I've been working on is learning how to pray better. Not for my own selfish needs, but just, of course I've prayed for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. It ain't gonna happen this year. They just lost yesterday. But in the past I had done that, and I've prayed for money. I've prayed for all these things. But I'm learning how to pray better, and it's basically I pray for God's will. I pray for God to guide me every day, guide my words, my thoughts, my actions. But then I've seen two possibly 3 influencers on the interwebs, and one of them said to pray like this: you pray, believe, and receive. So I was like, that's interesting. And another person put it like, pray and act like it's already happening. So along the same lines, or at least that's what it means to me. Again, I'm now 46 years old, but I just started reading Bible back in July of 2025. I'd grown up in church, been spoon-fed all the verses, and never really had the verses in context. So it was interesting to me that the New Testament was basically Paul, who used to be Saul, and he's the main contributor to the New Testament, and he used to persecute Christians. So that's inspiring to me, just that somebody who was essentially dead set against God and the way it was set up to be got used for such power, such beauty. So anyway, I know I'm starting to ramble a little bit. I pray that everybody is keeping forth with their New Year's resolutions, keeping on track, and if you have fallen off track, start over. There's nobody going to say, oh, well, you failed. Okay. Keep after it. Again, don't pray for the life you're not willing to build. Put forth the effort. Let's go. One step, baby step. As long as even if you fall on your face, you're still moving forward. And just strive for doing better. Make this year not a year to survive, but to actually strive and thrive. So, anyway, I love y'all. Be blessed. Oh, and my daughters told me that being that I'm a content creator now, I'm supposed to say stuff like comment, like, and subscribe. So be blessed, and until next time, bye.